Alright guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna hope things are somewhat stable. I can't access factory reset at all, which is fantastic. This is multiplayer. No! Thornton is never multiplayer. The only multiplayer map I have is Dusty Cove. So, let's unpause the game. Let's try and get the rest of the stream out. Let's try and get the rest of the stream out without me getting so frustrated I quit. What's up? My internet is being a turd. That's me being as PG as I possibly can about it. And I'm not gonna rant. I've ranted too much about my internet. You guys that have been around for a while know exactly what the problem is. Hopefully sorted. Fingers crossed, but I have no hope. Yeah, I'm gonna breathe. It's one of those days. I need the fan on because it's getting quite hot in here. What's setting 2 here? There we go. Just to move that air around a bit. Hopefully get it a bit cooler. Should really have my window open, but I don't. My hair is being also a turd. So, give me a moment to fix my hair. There we go. This, by the way, is why I tie my hair back, because it keeps going into my face and annoying me. So, should be good. Should be good. Mowing is my happy place. Mowing, tidying, windrowing, all relaxing jobs. Let's just relax. No, not RIP simulation gaming. Open the window then. No, I'll be fine. I've got a fan behind me that's blowing air onto my back. I'll be fine. Am I? Yes. Just remember guys, YouTube is giving me a real-time readout of what's going on, and I'm seeing green lines, green everything, stream health is good. All looking good for me, for once. I'm gonna try and get a factory reset done after the stream. I think the stream may somehow have been interfering with that page, because of course it would, because that's just my luck. GD, feel free to answer Scott's question. Mods can self-promote if they wish. So I think I'm the only person streaming today. Now I'm having bolognese for dinner, and I do need to render out tomorrow's video. Oh no, I got tomorrow's video. Do I have a video for tomorrow? Yes, I've got tomorrow's video and Sunday's video rendered out and ready to go. I'm going to try and do a GD stream tomorrow if my internet will allow me. VF is streaming tonight, yes, I completely forgot. VF is streaming tonight at 9-ish. Can I get a case IH on the map? With what money, Grassmaster? You can see the money. With what money am I going to get this case IH? It's the best time for an FS17 video, 20 minutes. 20 to 30 I find simulation gaming is the best kind of time frame, but you can make it as long or as short as you wish. It's all down to personal preference. I know certain people like putting out hour-long videos on Goldcrest Valley for over a year. Or on Giants maps only, and that's their prerogative, that's their choice. Whether or not that's actually entertaining is down to the viewer themselves, but I don't know how people do that. I don't know how people can still be playing on Goldcrest when there's so many good mods out. Especially mod maps. You got Thornton, you got Colbra V3 now, which is fantastic. I had a look around it the other day. That's a fantastic map. You got Dusty Cove, which is amazing. You got Sandy Bay. You got so many good maps, and people are still playing on Goldcrest. And I mean, when even the maps that almost all the maps that I've mentioned, Colbra V3 being the exception, are out on console. Cobra V3 and Dusty Cove being the exception. When they're out on console, there's no excuse to be playing Goldcrest still on YouTube. But I think of V3, I think Pullabill did a fantastic job. It is a lot closer to the Cobra I remember. I don't know how V2 just wasn't the same Cobra. It's a lot closer to what I would consider Cobra than the previous editions of Cobra for FS17. I think it may well be the addition of the multi-terrain angle and just a couple of scripts into it and some cleaning up of things. I've just really improved that map to no end. The forest is the forest is amazing. You've never played Goldcrest? Well, you shouldn't start, GD. Trust me on that one. It's not a very good map. It's bland. It's Giants generic map number 3. And I will be honest, I will be playing the South American map that comes with Platinum Edition, because I will be getting Platinum Edition. I do plan on getting all the DLC and add-ons and whatever you want to call it for Farm Sim 17. I'm not going to, like I did in 15, complain about things and say, oh, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. No, I'm going to probably get all of them. Jordan Powers, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Feel free to talk and chat, dude. Giant's best map was Hagenstedt. Yes, absolutely, Tommy. That was an actually inspired map. That was a good map. The unfortunate fact about a lot of Giants maps is they're dull and boring. Yeah, if you use Seasons, guys, if you're on a Seasons ready map, please use Seasons. I know. Hey, Massey Lover. I know that Seasons can slow the game down to an amazing extent. It's amazing how limited the game is with Seasons at times. In fact, he's been learning that the last couple of days. What DLC 15 did I not get? I got them all for 15. I just said that, oh, I'm not going to do this and I'm not going to do that, and did it anyway. And that made me look kind of stupid. So I'm not going to say, oh, I'm not going to get this DLC or I'm not going to get that one. I'm probably going to get them all. If I don't get one, there's probably a reason. Because Cynical Dave time. Getting DLCs is good for the business side of YouTube. Noah James, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. That's the Cynical Dave that kind of has to think in businessy terms, and I hate that side of. I really dislike the business side of YouTube because you gotta be like, oh well, I don't like this, but I'm gonna have to use it anyway. Yeah, Cobra is like seriously good now, Mark. It's a lot closer to a 15 style Cobra. I've got the money for the DLCs as well, so that's not an issue. Gaming with Ryan and Matt. Hello, Matt. Matt is here. Matt is definitely a thing. I've completely forgotten to do about half that field, I've just realised. Yeah, I've just abandoned field 1 in the middle of tedding it. Well done, Dave, you moron. So I'm going to have to finish this field, because I'm not going to abandon this field to go back and do that bit of the field that I accidentally abandoned. I'm going to finish this field, go back and do that bit of field over there. Then we'll get out with the windrower and... hey, Dave! And we'll see what we're doing there. Do I think there'll be a class DLC? I don't know. At this point, I would say no, and there'll be a partner in FS18. Sorry, FS19. Because the rumoured deal with class was... the rumour that I saw, at least, was that it was for the calendar year 2018, which would indicate that it's for FS19, or going to be releasing in early 2018. You thought the old Massey was a forage harvester, not a mower. For some reason it's in the forage harvester category, but it is a mower. Dusty Dave is working on a seasons ready Pemberlin, so that could well be on the channel in the near future. In fact, you know, there's no secret here, because he asked me in the open side of Discord, the public side. Dave's already asked me if I want it. I've said yes, and that'll be a stream only map for a little bit, with some logical sized equipment. No big buds, no teeny tiny stuff. It's going to be good. Also, Matt, later on tonight, or maybe tomorrow, because that'll be a fun thing, because I will be doing a GE stream tomorrow. Could you talk me through changing the hedges for seasons? Because I want to get my map seasons ready, and I know that it's gonna... What does it mean by off camera? It means I'm not role playing it. Like the Quentin streams, the Orchard streams that I do will all be role played, so that's a challenge for me, is doing the role play live, because I have to try, and I did it last week and I don't know if I'll be able to do it next week. It's gonna be once every couple of weeks. So VF's just said he's not streaming. I might get something set up for later on this evening. If I try to remove... I don't like those at all, Mark. I don't like those because they just turn into trees, and that's stupid. I might try and get something set up for tonight. And it won't be on this channel. Oh, you are streaming just on Pemberlin. That's fine, VF. Oh, setup streams are the best. Also, VF, I was trying it out yesterday. That TARDIS teleport mod is fantastic on the mod hub. It's an oldish mod now, but I don't know if I should stream tonight, Tom. Honestly, I have no idea. The Crone comprehended. You're working on an actual like mod, not a map mod? That's gonna be interesting, Dave. And I do like the Comprima, or Comprima, however it's pronounced. It's a nice baler. Fantastic patrolling me. Well, yeah. So, full disclosure, and people in the Discord noticed it yesterday, so I'm not gonna try and cover it up. The multiplayer is coming back. People on the Discord did notice the three of us were all in the same room yesterday for quite a period of time, about an hour. Yeah, we were setting up the map and trolling the crap out of each other with TARDIS teleport. So the map we'll be using is set up now. It's ready for episode 1. That'll probably be recorded on Friday. Learning scripting. Yeah. You're learning Lewis scripts. Good luck with that, Dave. You'll need it. I can edit Lewis scripts, because I can figure stuff out, but writing them, not so much. Hey, Lancy boy, how are you doing today? You're making it to a surprising number of streams of late. There we go. There we go, that's all nice and teddy. Look at the teddy. Look at the tedding of this Ted. Haven't tedded. I need to, like, at some point write notes on which fields I've done now. I really do, because the thing with grass work, especially when you're doing it this way, where you mow all the fields and then you ted some of them, and you rake some of them, it gets a bit messy. So a new shed for Bentonman. Ooh, very nice. Blender's pretty easy once you have that Noob to Pro PDF. That Blender Noob to Pro PDF that I link people to is probably the single best resource for Blender there is. Because you can hop in at any knowledge level. It is fantastic. Also, for those of you that were watching the streams of the weekend and got creeped up on my super chat thingy, I have changed it. I actually changed it on stream. As Fahy was doing the thing. So you would have heard the hello Dave, that was a super chat, that's the new super chat thing as well. Because the oh yeah was just too creepy. That was way too creepy. I mean, if it creeps me out, it's gone a bit too far. I might record something else next time I got the house to myself. And actually have Dave saying something as a super chat thing. Hello, Zach. Yeah, that's super chat. Yeah, that was just a bit too far. Just a smidge. Although one thing that I did over the weekend that I'm still proud of is those social media pop-ups. Have you seen the placeable shed? We can make it bigger or a different shape. No, I haven't. They've got a somewhat procedural placeable shed now. That's kind of interesting. There's bound to be some interesting scripting going on there. That'd be interesting to look at, just for the scripts. So, full disclosure, it was PG. There's somebody enjoying the money. Full disclosure, tomorrow's stream will be GE stream, and it will be incredibly boring. Because what I'm doing in GE at the moment is working walls and hedges and fences and stuff. I actually need to import a fence tonight to get ready for tomorrow's stream. What time am I on till? 7 o'clock. It's currently 6:07, so there's going to be another 53 odd minutes. I'm going to go slightly over because I shouldn't be conflicting with anybody tonight. Landy's not streaming. Sim's busy. You can't donate, you don't know how. Well, there's super chats.
Hello, Dave.
Oh, good lord. Iskram BG, thank you very much for subscribing. Okay, that scared me. In fact, the hello Dave is actually less PG. Because if you ever look up that clip, it's very far from PG. It's going to be incredibly boring tomorrow's stream, but I will be very interactive with chat as a result. I'll talk through everything that's going on and everything that I've got currently planned, which isn't much. I'll show off some stuff that I particularly like that I've done, which again isn't much at the moment. The map hasn't been in game for a long time, but it does work in game. I'm gonna try and get a couple of scripts in, not tomorrow, but off camera, because trying to get scripts to work on stream, yeah, not a good idea. And I'm the kind of person that mappers will hate me for saying this. Other mappers, I will make the map and then I will test it afterwards. I don't tend to test as I go along. find GE streams very interesting. It's interesting to see the different styles people have with maps. Like, that's the thing, is the different styles of work you see. Because Lancy has a very, Lancy Boy has a very fast-paced style of work. Can I give specs on my PC? Exclamation mark specs should have that. Just need a script to help make it work. Oh, good. Let's move away to test. Yeah, why bother testing? The last time it was in game, I was testing to see if I could get multi-terrain angle working. And I hooped together a save file so badly that everything was floating. It was amazing. And the time before that, it was just to make sure the map was actually in. Just to make sure the map would actually work in the game. And see what the terrain looked like. Now I've driven around a bit and the hedges are evil. And I love them. Although there is a very real chance that I'll have to move almost every single one of them because they are a bit evil. Yeah. I mean, even the videos like that, you can kind of get away with recording in GE to an extent. Because you can do a bit more funkiness in GE. Especially if you're like showing off roads and whatnot. Seeing the no testing thing go very badly. Difference is, Mark, I actually know what I'm doing because like all the edits I've done have been no testing mid-edit. Throw it in game and it works perfectly. So I actually know what I'm doing. I've got experience working in that way. And it's just a case of you gotta be a bit more careful in GE with what you're doing. And it'll work pretty fine after that. Downside is because I do videos as well, and Dave and Lancy can probably attest to this. Doing YouTube videos, especially the length that I do and the style that I do, and streaming them as much as I do, it takes away a lot of time from the map. So some days I will get like 3 things done on the map and have to stop because it's 5 o'clock in the morning and I gotta go to bed. What am I streaming tomorrow? I will be streaming GE. I'll actually be working on my own map. Because it gives me an excuse to do some mapping work and stream at the same time. Do you have to pay for multiplayer for 17? If you're on PS4 and Xbox, probably. Nightbot's timing out for 2 emotes now? Oh. That's... yeah, Nightbot's a bit wonky, Dara. That shouldn't have happened. The minimum should have been 3. That was 4. If it's... yeah, if it's like 3 or more, it will probably bop. But it shouldn't do it for 2. 2 is Nightbot overstepping the bounds a bit. And by a bit, I mean actually quite a lot. Want to just check here real quick the... yep, this all needs moving. So we'll turn this off. And can you see that I've been working the industrial estate quite heavily? That's nearly full. I need to fix that. That's nearly full. This over here should be full. Yes. So I gotta move this. There's 2 on your screen. I'll check. Certain phrases already been blacklisted, ain't Jeff? I know what phrase you're on about, and that's already blacklisted. Yeah, Nightbot goes a bit wonky at times. Don't worry, by the way, Dara. If Nightbot bops you, it just means that you've done something a bit silly. If a mod does it manually, and I'll usually point out when a mod's done... well, when Nightbot's kind of a bit weird. Or the mods will. The Nightbot stuff is fine. Especially because the first one was... I unblacklisted a name. Actually 2 names, because one wasn't supposed to be permanently blacklisted anyway. It was kind of only supposed to be a temp thing. I blacklisted a name that was quote-unquote permanently in the blacklist. I decided that it would be unfair for... well, I'm going to say I unblacklisted Daggerwin because, simply put, I'm applauding what he's doing now, and it'd be kind of hypocritical for me to be saying, hey, Daggerman's doing a really good job at the moment, and you guys not be able to talk about it. I think it's great that he's changing his channel to suit what he wants to do. I really do. Because that's something that everybody needs to do, is just... YouTube is not... It is a business to a certain extent. You do have to do certain things certain ways. But at the end of the day, you decide what you want on your channel. It's your channel for a reason. You know, it's yours. You get to make the decisions. Nice leaper. That's a Manitou Ford. 3666. This is the fast track. Gonna need the fast track now. Send you something. May also be blacklist worthy. If it's maybe blacklist worthy, it's probably already in the blacklist. Also, he has Landy and Sim NHF. And I've spoken to the two of them about it, and I think I know why Landy's in there. I really do. And he'll give a different reason, but I think I know why Landy's in there. And Sim for that matter. There's, you know, it's not fair of me to blacklist somebody who I've never spoken to. I know that it may get annoying from time to time, but it's not fair of me to blacklist him just because of his name. Didn't see Sim. He was in there last I checked. You drink Dr. Pepper, Matt? Good lord, you have no taste. Coke or Diet Coke, yo? New Holland knows the T7. There's not even a New Holland on the map. Ford, what stream are you watching? On your screen shows Sim. Interesting. I'll have to go check. Because I know, or at least I think I know why Landy's in there. And it's a different reason to what Daggerwin has said to Landy. Because yes, we can email each other. We all want to, and of course I speak to Landy, and he told me this. Simple fact of the matter is, I genuinely think Daggerwin's a good guy, and I may have been mistaken in saying otherwise in the past. I think he felt forced into a corner with his content, and while trying to get out, I made fun of him, and that wasn't the right thing to do. There we go. Ford, what stream are you even watching? Like, seriously. I'm so ridiculously confused. There we go. Yeah, it's really his subscriber base, not even all of it. It's a small microcosm that praise him as effectively as a god that are the issue. And it's not fair of me to blacklist him because they're an issue. And I think he's kind of woken up to the fact that they are problematic. Now, whether or not he calls them out for it is his choice. I think he should, personally, but that's me as somebody who honestly, you know, I care about my subscribers and I care about how I look to other people, to new people, to other streamers and other YouTubers. The stream went down again briefly. And I would tell you guys, if you're doing something stupid like that, that you're doing something stupid and you have to stop. Would I, you know, hand out bans and whatever? Yeah, probably. if people came up to me and said, "Hey, dude, your subscribers are, you know, advertising your channel everywhere, and it's kind of not cool the way they're doing it," yeah, I'd get mad at you guys. He's been a bit more... he's doing what he wants to do. I mean, I can't criticize him for running his channel in his way. And I think he's become, in recent weeks, more open to the idea of being interactive and talking to people and just, you know, enjoying YouTube for the social network, effectively, that it is. Ford, you realise that I try and keep all my series realistic as well, and the entire comedy of them and the way that I enjoy them is by doing unrealistic stuff that is just ridiculous. I mean, this is a serious map with serious things going on, and I try and play realistically. Yet I've got a grasshopper. That's, you know, me entertaining myself in the face of realism. I don't think he'll want to use Discord, just because that would be a pain in his backside. He teleports from A to B, so? I do that off camera a buttload. And honestly, if I had more time to record and didn't have, you know, a map in the works and didn't wake up as late as I always do, I'd probably make videos in the same style he does, where, okay, we're gonna drive over here, poof, we're over there. Doesn't matter if I've driven there or used TARDIS teleport or whatever. The main thing is the video can continue in a timely way, instead of wasting 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes driving somewhere. If he's saying is as realistic as he wants to be, I see should be in use. He said he's going to play as realistically as he can within reason. Because I saw that video, I watched that video, and I remember what he said. He said within reason, which means he can decide, okay, I don't want to do this. And he can decide... Yes, Sim simulates a full farm. I simulate one guy. Occasionally with help. Although at the moment I've got no other characters on this map, so I might have to... think about... I might have to... yeah. Hello, Eddie. I might have to create more characters for this map specifically, because... I mean, Orchard has Quentin and Bubba, who now has a voice, and I did say Bubba would get a voice. I was just waiting for the right time, and I may have jumped it a bit, but Bubba does have a voice now. It's maybe a bit sillier than I'd intended, but... He's Alistair. Alistair doesn't really work, though. He just kind of shows up occasionally. And I've run into the issue now where everybody's working on Orchard and nobody's working here. Enjoys unrealistic series. I kind of wish I could do that myself, but at the same time, I kind of enjoy playing realistically, playing in the way that I do. Because my playstyle is kind of... I don't know, it's a hybrid. It's kind of a hybrid of realism and ridiculous silliness. Because I can do the... Because I do the role plays and I've got such silly characters, I can introduce silliness as and when I want. That's why I've got the cast of characters that I do, is to give me that freedom to play realistically, and then when I start getting a bit bored, I can introduce something to entertain me, which I know is probably going to entertain you guys as well, which is why the whole Grasshopper story arc happened. And there is going to be more with the Grasshopper, don't worry. That's also why Quentin has no idea how to pronounce anything.
Hello, Dave.
Cat280GZR, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Feel free to talk and chat, dude. Your style's basically the same. My style's basically the same as yours. Yeah, I mean, I play in a way that I think is fun. I think everybody should do that, especially on YouTube. Is don't force yourself into a corner. If you start getting bored, change things. Doesn't matter how you change it. If you change it to be more realistic or less realistic, you gotta change things. That's why I, stream these maps as well. Is it's a change. It's different. Makes me feel better about doing as much work as I do on these maps. And by the way, I can now officially say that this Thornton save is over 70 hours. We get the sub notification sound back. It is back. No? Steam broke for everyone or just you? Probably just you. Isn't the sale finishing like tomorrow? Or did it finish already? Because I got a couple of good games in the sale and I'm quite happy with my purchases. I only bought like 3 games, so bit of a rarity with a Steam sale and only buy 3 things, but I got good games. Don't have much time to play. No, the weird one. What weird one? I don't have much time to play games because of all the stuff that I end up doing for YouTube and whatnot, so getting 3 games that'll do me for probably 6 or 7 months. Especially the games that I got, because one of them's The Witcher and one of them's I got The Witcher. Oh good lord. Hello, Hitachi's Axis. That is a name and a half, sir. What did I buy? Bought F1 2016, which is a lot better than I expected. I bought Shadow of Mordor because it was like €5 or less, and for a game that's as critically acclaimed as Shadow of Mordor, that's an absolute steal. So yeah, I bought that, and I bought The Witcher 3 because I really support CD Projekt Red's DRM method of absolutely no DRM and almost all the DLC is free. I'm gonna get behind developers that do that stuff. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, I support good developers and never ever buy a CD Projekt Red game. No, CD Projekt Red are one of my favorite developers in terms of the way they react, the way they act, and decided to give him a little chunk of cash. CS Agri. I think everyone's a bit frustrated today because my internet's been pooping. I didn't get any DLC in the sale, actually. Which is a bit odd. I usually end up buying a chunk of DLCs. In fact, usually I end up buying a chunk of games, which is why I've got over 200 of them. I think it's like 250. So I'm kind of glad that I held back this time, because I do want to save money up for stuff, including a water cooling system for this thing. Because little do you guys know, but when I'm streaming and when I'm rendering, my PC starts heating up my leg quite badly. Tiffany Griffith, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. How am I frustrated? My internet's been pooping itself today. Although it seems to have stabilized to a certain extent. I don't know how long it's going to be stable for, but it's stable for now. What time is that past? Shall we do some bailing? Do you guys want to see some bailing today as well? Get the full hay cycle in a video. Hello, Max Bishop. I love how these windrowers react to the mud mod and it just kind of goes off to one side for no apparent reason. Do I stream every day? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Have I tried turning it off and on again? I actually have, Eddie. It's the worst thing. I think I need to do a factory reset, but for some reason I can't access the control panel for it at the moment, so I'm gonna try and get that done after the stream and hopefully have it stable for another couple of weeks. Yes, please, you guys want to see some bailing? Then you guys decide what we do for the rest of the stream. We can either windrow or bail, or we can run over to the other side of the map and do some more tedding. It's nice to sit down. Yeah. I find it's nice to go outside and do like mowing and stuff because I'm usually sat down most of the day, if not all of the day. Poplars. I'm not doing poplars, Fahy. As much as you ask for it, no. Although I have been hinting that I want to get some trees planted in like one of the smaller fields. Ted, bale. Got 2 bales, 1 Ted and a Fahy. Just in from dagging about 155 lambs. Do you mean tagging? We got 2 votes for Fahy. Is a jerk. 2 votes for baling. 1 vote for tedding. No votes for windrowing, interestingly. Windrowing you guys don't seem to like. Poplars, oh my god. You're all jerks. I hate all of you. So I've been watching of late on Twitch, which is a bit odd for me. On a somewhat related note, I'm considering reviving my old Twitch channel and doing some random streams on there from time to time. Maybe dual streaming. Nice bit of bailing. Yeah, we got a 698T for bailing, guys. Come on. What is my real job? Pretty much this, Hitachi. I'm not gonna lie. At the moment, at least, I am going to have to rewrite my CV and start looking. Which means something's gonna give. It's probably gonna be streams. Or it might be videos, I don't know. So seeing as the only logical thing that actually got some votes was bailing, let's get the baler running. Because, I mean, you guys were voting against the 698T, guys. You guys were voting against me using a Massey 698. How does that make you all feel? I could wash cars or something? Yeah, but it'd still be a... That'd be a very seasonal job and I wouldn't get paid nearly enough to actually have some financial independence. Your back hurts so much. Yeah, I can imagine. I'd like to go back to working in a lab, but that'd be a real YouTube will have to give entirely if that was the case. No Teddy Scop. You can Teddy Scop if you want later on, Eddie. Hello, Jack. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. So what I'm going to do later on this evening is get set up for tomorrow's stream, number 1. Get something else set up, because I realised I could do it. Hello, Stan. I'm doing pretty good today. Not been having the greatest day ever, but yeah, it happens. Hello, Jack. I guess I hello to you already. My plan for the rest of the night, guys, and this is going to be a benefit to the guys on Discord. I'm going to set up for tomorrow's stream probably straight away, because that's just going to be a case of set up a single set up a new source and get that working. So that won't be too big of a deal. I'm going to set up for something else that is going to be a bit of a bigger deal. And will involve me being in Photoshop for a while. That's actually going to be the last thing I do tonight, I think. Just because of the way that's all going to work out. Get tomorrow's video and Sunday's video uploading. And record for Friday. That's tomorrow's stream. It's going to be GE Monster, I've decided. One of these rare situations where I've decided ahead of time what the stream's going to be. It's going to be some GE. I'm going to work on the map for a bit. Because it's pretty rare I get a couple of hours time, like I do when I'm streaming, just to work on stuff. What do I stream to? I'll actually be streaming for another about 25 minutes, so you won't miss too much at all, Hitachi. And tomorrow's stream, I am saying in advance, because people are going to complain, will be boring. Yes, Eddie GE, I'm going to be working on my map. A lot of people have been asking for it, and as stupid as I think the idea is, if people are asking for it, I might as well do it. It gives me a chance to work on the map. That's the kind of stream that I prefer to do on Twitch, though, because I like listening to Chill House when I'm doing the mapping. Looking forward to it. Yeah, there's plenty of people have heard or looking forward to that map. Or at least seeing it for the first time, kind of in action. Because yourself and Lancy aren't the only ones, Dave. I have heard of some people that would terrify me if they showed up tomorrow, being interested in how the map looks. If I got time tonight, and I don't think I will, I was going to do a Moonbow stream tonight. I've just realised I've got to render, or I want to render Friday's video out and get everything uploading and stuff. I won't be streaming on Twitch. Well, I won't be solo streaming on Twitch for the foreseeable future. But what I might do maybe later is actually get Restream set up, because I would like to start dual streaming if I can. I'm going to resurrect my old Twitch channel and get that on the move again. And it'll have like some random mapping streams where I've got a really specific setup that I need to get in place again. See you, Tachi. Enjoy the rest of your day. Because Twitch I find is better for mapping, because I can play me chill house music. Do I think there'll be another DLC before Platinum? No. Does anybody know when Platinum's releasing, by the way? Because that's a thing. No, I didn't want to do that. You need to turn off, you need to go up. And we need to go over into another field. Because that field is now officially bailed. And I'm really liking the Quadro Pack. November. Why did they announce it at FarmCon then? If it's not going to be out till November. I would guess then the Straw DLC will be out between now and November. Probably like August. Okay, let's go for the alternate entrance to these fields. Which is annoying that I have to use it. Yeah, the Quadro Pack is awesome. I might change it to red because it's currently Fent green. But, oh, I found something out yesterday. I'm going to actually use creative money for this real quick. Because I found something out yesterday that was really funny. If I were to get, we'll say, a Valtra. Where's the Valtra? Valtra, it was an S in particular. So a Valtra S. And I were to paint it up in this shade of green and this shade of red and buy it. There's a reason I'm doing this. This is really comical. It looks unashamedly like a Fendt. It looks stunningly similar to a Fendt. But that is stupid. Like if I get a real Fendt to put beside it, or in front of it. If I get a Fendt 900, just as an example here, it should actually spawn behind it. Yep. I've got the Fendt in the wrong shade of green actually. So if I were to sell the... Oh, I've got 2 Fendt 900s now, don't I? That's the one I just bought, so let's sell that. Let's get the Fendt in Fendt green, which is actually this green. They've got the same wheels, I've just realised. Like, that is ridiculously similar. What else I discovered was if I were to get another Valtra and paint it in this blue with, I think it's this silver. That's a Fendt. That is a New Holland. If I were to put that up beside, not the T8, but maybe the T6. Which, granted, is a lot smaller, but... That's the same colour scheme as a New Holland. The exact same colour scheme. And of course, you can always go for the classic... green with yellow rims. Specifically for console players, and... Bada bing, bada boom, you got yourself a John Deere. That's John Deere right there. John Deere green, John Deere yellow, Fendt green, Fendt red, New Holland blue, New Holland, well, random silver. It's a Landini. It could also look like a Landini, yes. So now I gotta remove all this stuff from the map. And that was all just showing off what you can do with these bog standard in-game Valtras. Yeah. You can basically make whatever tractor you want to get. If you want a Fendt Valtra for some reason, you can get a Fendt Valtra. If you want a New Holland Valtra for some reason, you get a New Holland Valtra. You can even make cases. I don't know why you'd want to make case IHs out of... Yeah, I don't know why you want to make in-game tractors out of other in-game tractors, but you can. Also, fun fact, this sell point is 4 tractors wide. There we go. Let's turn creative money off again. And it is a shame that the Landini doesn't have an auto-load. Or not the Landini. The Quadra-Pack doesn't have an auto-load. Unload. That'd be, like, amazingly good. Also, that's one of the really good uses for creator tools. Is just, for YouTubers especially, just demonstrating stuff that you can do. As well as setting up maps, because it's a pain having to get out of the game and go into Notepad++ and edit the XML and save the XML and then go back in game and load up the save, and you can just go Shift G and boom. Yeah, it's one of the most useful mods there is, I think. Definitely, in my opinion, it is. I'm sure somebody's going to disagree with me, and that's their call. See you in HF. Enjoy the rest of your day. It would have been a great stream if my internet didn't keep dying, and it seems to have stabilized now, so it's getting better. There we go. Helps if I have the pickup tab. Yeah. Most Valtras near you are white. Vultures can be whatever color the owner wants them to be. I mean, it's literally just... The way Vulture works is you... How many screens do I have? 2. I've got one here, which is what the webcam is sitting on, and one here, which is what chat is sitting on. And XSplit and the stream. So this screen straight in front of me is just the game. The screen off to my side, which is why I keep looking off to this side, is where chat is. And XSplit as well. That's the download speed on my internet. It's supposed to be 50 megabits per second. It's usually somewhere between 30 and 40 most of the time. Hey Matea, how are you doing today? I'm actually kind of impressed by how well this Massey is running the baler. I'm gonna be honest. I know the baler's made for this Massey, but it's still impressive. How big are they? They are 21.5 inches each. So in total, I've got like if they're like really side by side and properly aligned, they'd be one giant 43-inch screen, which would be amazing to game on, but the aspect ratio would be ridiculous. Playing FS17 right now, but you're on drummer. That's not a very good Irish map. I'm one of these people who... And people who have been around for a while will tell you this. I am ridiculously picky with Irish maps. Drumard isn't good because the fields are the wrong shape. Ballymoon Castle isn't good because the verges on the roads are way too big and there's no gates. One of the better Irish maps there has been, and I think on a functional level it wasn't very good, would be the likes of the Taste Donegal or Mulroy Bay. They were two fantastic maps. They kind of fell flat in terms of the way the map was constructed itself, because there was terrain issues going on there, and some functionality issues, but in terms of representing Ireland in a realistic way, they were good maps. The nest doesn't exist yet, Dan. It's still a work in progress. Very much so. And you guys will finally get to see how badly work in progress it actually is tomorrow. What few pictures I've shared have intentionally been very, very finished looking areas. Ballymoon is the most overestimated map? I think it's overrated, yeah, but I don't think it's the most overrated map ever. I think that honor goes to one of the FS15 maps. I'm not going to say which one, but there are a couple of FS15 maps that are universally loved, but I really think that they were lacking in several key areas. Which is why people think that I'm a cynic when it comes to maps. No, I'm a critic, there's a difference. If something's bad, and I think it's bad, and there's an objective reason that it's bad, I'm gonna say it's bad for this reason, and this reason, and this reason. You found me... via Donetsk, yes. Those streams will be coming back. There might be once a week. I might have that as my Thursday stream for a while. British map with no gates. It's worse for an Irish map, because in Ireland... I know in Britain, like, there's some fields that are just open. But in Ireland, there's... Every single field that is by a road has a gate. There is no exception. Which mod is my favourite? From the mod contest, it was the T-Dubs. Seasons... I've been using Seasons for so long, I don't really count it anymore. That was not how that was supposed to happen. It's a big field. It's not too big. Just got back from cycling with the river. Very nice, Dan Scott. You like the stream? I didn't say that at all today. If you are enjoying the stream, guys, do hit the like button. Do feel free to subscribe. I've been slacking on the stream front. I've really been slacking because I just realised I didn't hit the button. But with all the problems, it's probably best. Yeah, I've seen fields with gates into gates, which are weird. Hey, Chris, how you doing? I think there's somebody at the door downstairs, which is There's an animated chat going on, so apologies if you can hear any background noise. I don't know if you can hear it, but apologies if you can. Why is that not... Oh, don't fall off the... Well, that's just going to be a random single bale lying in the field because that corner was too tight. Your dad's farm very few gates. In Ireland, literally every field has a gate. Every field, every yard, anything you can go into has a gate. I'm going to try and line up here before I get into this line, because that bale's just on the verge of dropping off. Okay, we'll be good here. This will pick up the bale. There we go. Music up a wee bit. There you go. That's 3 clicks of music up. 3 blips of music up, I guess. Have you seen the new image for Oxygendavid? No, I haven't. I've been pretty much wrecking myself working on videos for this week and arranging stuff for this week and getting... There's a lot been going on. I've been arranging multiplayer and working on videos and working on the map, and it's just kind of all gone to pot this week. That's why I was kind of a bit frustrated at the start of the stream. I'm a bit stressed this week. Just to drown out the background noise. Good idea, Dan. Let's turn it up a small bit more. Yeah, Oxygendavid is unbelievable at recreating reality. We're back in 10. I will probably be finished in 10 minutes, Bethers. Just looking at the time. Is the music at a good level now, by the way, guys? Because I can't hear the full stream through my headset, obviously. Like Spike? We can do one if you want. I'm pretty sure that everybody here has already liked the stream, though. Because I know when the streams go a bit bad, like it did today, it's... It's the guys that actually support me will stick through the bad stuff that happens. And, especially through the fact that I had to reset my internet. The people that were here immediately upon... 35 likes. Wow, that's slacking today. But the people that were here when I had to reboot the stream, you guys are the best. Because... there's a big difference between just showing up when everything's going well and sticking through me when... sticking through me? Sticking through when things are going horrifically wrong. Like they did today, unfortunately. And, you know, those days happen, especially when you're so heavily reliant on the internet. Choice words, yes, Dad. Those are the wrong words entirely. Yeah, Fahy's always here. Fahy has been here for almost every stream for over a year now. He is quite possibly... I don't want to use the word fan, but I think Fahy might well be my biggest fan. He's definitely a good friend. He's my most loyal of subscribers that I know of. There might be people who've been around longer than Fahy, but Fahy is amazingly good at making it to everything. And Fahy's part of the crew. But the fact that he's been around and friends... Hey, Oxygendavid! Yeah, everybody subscribe to Fahy, guys. For all of that no-content goodness. Hello again, Hedgehog. There we go. We're getting on well with this baling. I really like this class. I kind of wish there was something like this. The Quadra Pack, but a bit older looking. As silly as it sounds, I think the Quadra Pack looks a bit too new for this baler. Yeah, Faye's outgrown the fan status. He's been a friend for a while now. I've yet to see the new pictures of your match. Oxygendavid, I've been stressing myself quite badly this week. And Faye knows, Faye's like seen the descent into madness as the week's gone on. Because I've barely been talking to anybody. Hello, Tom Game Time. Games Time, even. Ah. Tomorrow's going to be a chill stream. I'm calling it now. I'm not going to be going over the top to call for likes or whatever. I just want to chill out tomorrow. One of those weeks where you're trying to arrange 6 different things in 6 different ways and 5 of them go wrong somehow. Wreckfest? No, I'm going to do G tomorrow, Dan. That's a lot more chill than Wreckfest. Wreckfest, the AI just infuriates me, and I was getting really frustrated last week. Hey, Sundrop Junkie. Yeah, and Wreckfest needs a lot of work. I know that it's ostensibly a, you know, banger racing game, and Robin's racing, but when they're actively driving across the track, that's bad. One thing went okay. Kind of. It mostly went okay. The one thing that went okay was, well, my videos have rendered for the most part. I got one to do yet, and I can spam upload the rest of them. Just set up the scheduler, which does seem to vaguely work. And yeah, I can take a couple of days off recording and maybe record from Moonbow. Got some Rome Total War behind me. By the way, that's why there hasn't been a video from Moonbow for a while, is because I've been absolutely flat out trying to arrange a lot of stuff. There's a lot going on and it's not been fun. Can you subscribe? Absolutely, Tom. And subscribe to Faye while you're at it for that zero content goodness. Which is now Faye's tagline. So you can't ever put out a video, Faye. Come on. I know you can do this, Baylor. You've been through worse. Probably. Maybe. There's a part of me wants to get a mower for this thing, but I don't think it'll work very well. New soon, a future project. Ooh. That definitely sounds interesting, David. That does sound interesting indeed. Hashtag zero content goodness. Dude, I call him Fatty, it's fine. If I can call him Fatty, you can call him Tahi. This field is taking less bales than I thought. We should get another bale, maybe. Yeah, we'll get another bale out of this, but less than I had anticipated. At what point did they fall off the baler so I can, like, prepare? $53? 53%. Okay. I think I may have done all the baling that needs to be done. I'm just gonna run around and check at high speed. Okay, baled. Not even mowed, I don't think. This field hasn't been done. That's how Creator Tools is one of the most useful mods in Farm Sim. What do I still have to do? I'm gonna run around at super speed. Super caffeine power. What does Lenny call it? Is it chicken speed he calls it? Something silly like that. Oh, have I missed 2 fields then? So we got this field, that field's done. And that field's... Oh, I know why I missed this field. It's because this is the field where I couldn't get in the gate. What tractor is my favourite? Overall, Massey 135 by about 5 country miles. I missed a bit. It's fine. How old am I? Old enough. Chicken speed. I really like how the bale stacks actually look. I know that maybe with a 698T you wouldn't be making stacks of 4 bales because the bales would be a bit heavy for the 698. But do you know what? It looks nice. You'd probably break the hitch off the baler. Almost definitely. You'd definitely break the hitch off the baler. Yeah, this would be 2 broken hitches and probably a broken axle on the tractor. Trying to do this in real life. Let's get 4-wheel drive on! I'm 400 years old. After forgetting how old I am. 25. For those of you who say you can't forget how old you are, there's a big difference between forgetting how old you are and not caring. And I'm one of these people that don't care. How are we now, Chris? Oh god, it's just over a month to my birthday. I've just literally just realised this. What day of the week is my birthday this year, actually? Yeah, I would imagine the hydraulics will probably explode as well. Just imagine many explosions on this tractor. Where's calendar on this thing? Calendar. Oh, Samsung Planner, because of course it is. Oh, my birthday's on Thursday. We're gonna have a super chill stream that day. We are gonna go super chill on my birthday, because I can't be bothered actually doing work. We're going for a bit longer. I'm gonna finish this field and then we'll call it a day, I think. Because I do need to set up for tomorrow, which is... Seems you're having PC issues. It's one of those days, GD! One of those days. My internet craps itself, your PC craps itself, it's fine, we'll survive. My last birthday where I did nothing. I literally didn't work. I didn't do anything that day. Yeah, the only way you're ever going to improve at anything is by getting it wrong. A lot. Have to. Yeah. I'm going to talk to the guys and see if we can't arrange something for my birthday. Because, yeah, not too complicated the first time, like trying to make a gate with your first time in Blender in probably 2 years. Which I'm going to reattempt because I realised where I went wrong. Happy birthday, Dad. It's one lonely farmer's birthday today, I believe. When is my map coming out? Which Dave are you talking to? There's many Daves. There is excess Dave here today. It's Thursday. Wednesday. As for my map, it's gonna be a while. Because I'm putting YouTube first. Like for mine, it's gonna be maybe 6 months plus. Depending on how well spline placement is working for me. It's working pretty well at the moment, just doesn't seem to agree with the walls I'm using. And I'll find out how it's going with the fences probably tonight, because I need to import them. Yeah. It's the stuff that you don't see about maps, it's the most annoying. Trying to get damn spline placement actually to work is fun to say the least. So that's that field done, with 2 stacks of bales in it. And I think this is looking pretty. Well, pretty. Tom, I hope you've done testing on your map. Right under the bale entirely, that's amazing. Hang on, let's do that again. Hang on, is this even maximum chicken speed? This is maximum chicken speed. Let's get back to the yard real quick. We're back at the yard now. I hope you've done testing on your map, because there's a worrying number of maps coming out of late that just haven't had the testing they need. With really kind of silly mistakes. Some of them can be understandable, because some of them didn't have time to be tested, especially the mod contest ones. Oh god, you know exactly how that's going to end, Dave. You know exactly how that's going to end. Just going to fly around like this. Fully tested. But do you trust your testers? Because the testers can miss stuff. Like I did. Whee! This is ridiculous. I mean, you can literally fly just by jumping with this mode engaged. You can... Hang on, that's it. You know, you can go to this side of the field in 2 seconds flat, and we could probably fly over this entire... most of it. You can... I flew over that field! You get a good head of steam up and jump over something like from the top of a hill, you're flying over a field. You're flying into the yard. This is the most fun mod there is. And for all the wrong reasons. I mean... How's this all doing actually? 3854, 916, which means these things are going to need unloading. Yep. What time am I streaming till? About 10 minutes ago. I'm in overtime right now, just for funsies. This is me streaming now because I want to stream, not because it's not because it's a case of, oh well, it's in the scheduled time. This is me just streaming for funsies. Which is why I'm flying around at max chicken speed. Welcome back, Luke. Finishing up the stream soon. In fact, I should already be finished. I am going to have to, at some point, clean away all of this wood. Because, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pallets of wood here. Like, let's try and get them all level-ish. Just because... if I'm doing that, I'll need to be using the, telehandler, and that's gonna be fun to try and figure out how to load 7 pallets of wood onto something with the telehandler. Or even getting a trailer long enough to load 7 pallets of... What the crap was that? I now got both of these wonked. That'll do. That'll... How did I stack those two perfectly? You can get off there. As long as they're the right way up, I can deal with them. This one needs to be flipped. Like
Hello,
that.
Dave. Is that Dave? There's
Christopher Piparinen? 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 Thank you very much for subscribing. I'm sorry I butchered your name. And I know I did. But at least I said it in a funny way. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Does the auto work on these paths? One of them does, and I can't remember which one. So I'm going to manually load these up when time comes. It's probably going to be like 2, maybe 3 pallets per load. Because in real life you wouldn't actually get too much wood into a single load like this. Tom, some of those commands are mod only and I need to fix that up. I don't know why. One thing that I don't get, why are there spacers in between the planks like that? Like, that's one thing that's confusing me. Can I get more wood into that wood? Yes. Oh, this is full now as well. I think we may need to get more slow bees. Just gonna go out on a limb here. 75%. That means there should be... Nope. 89... 95... 85... this one might be able to take another beehive. You mean pallets? Yeah, like that. There we go, let's just throw that in there. Oh, that doesn't work. Let's get, yeah, that's good. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 beehives here. Each slow bees takes 4. So we got enough for 2.5 slow bees. Which means we could get probably 3 or 4 and actually still be in profit from them. Prevents damage. Thank you, Kian. Yeah, we got... let's actually get a couple more beehives right now. It's gonna be in placeables, not pallets. Or belt systems. Placeables. Slow bees, slow bees, slow bees, slow bees, slow bees. Here, slow bee, cool, slow bee. This one's for handwork. This is the one I want. Just plonk. 4 more down like that. That should be good now. So if I were to get, we'll say 2 into each, and then a third into 2 of them, that'd be them all running at effectively full production. Holy cow, what happened in chat there? Hello, Justice. You're a bit late. I'm just kind of starting to shut up shop, but not really, but kind of. We're getting more production into the production area. That's 2. Could always get a 5th. 1. Because the more of these we have, the more money we're actually going to make from the honey. 2. Yeah, we're going to get 3 into 2 of these and 2 into the other 2. 1. Hey, Cyrus. 2. Okay, and then the top 2 will get a third each. Oh, how did that happen? Get out of there. This is how to do this. Yeah, this is going to be a pain to try and sort out when everything's running full production. Especially seeing as this is supposed to be like daytime. But, as I keep saying in the videos, and that's not even roleplay, the vast majority of the money I'm going to get on this map is going to come from this area. Namely, actually, the bees. As silly as that is. The bees are probably the single best production thing I've got. Because this is what needs to be sold from them. We got 2, 4, 6, 8 pallets. And these are... This is probably about 8 grand just sitting here. Just sat out on the ground like that. 8, maybe 10 grand. Just sat there. Doing nothing in particular. But you are late, Cyrus. And it can be said that you are late because that is going to be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream, despite the problems that it had at the beginning and towards the middle and at the end. But I do hope you enjoyed whatever you saw of it. If you did, hit the like button as you're leaving. And do please subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be doing some work in G on my map, which I have been told by reliable people a lot of people want to see. A lot of you guys have been saying you want to see it, so I'll be doing some mapping work tomorrow. It's going to be boring as crap. I'm warning you now, GE is boring as crap. But it's going to be a chill stream. I'll be talking to you guys a lot and working my way around the map. I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave, you've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on Thornton Farm. Hope you all enjoyed. Until next time, stay safe. And goodbye.